So
I want to start off. I
first.
wash my face with black African soap, and then I put Clinique Moisture Surge on, and that's it.
Right, so after you do, well, actually, you're supposed to do this before you moisturize.
Right,
but so we're going to do this now. You're supposed to tone your skin. So I'm using the e.l.f. Grapefruit Cleansing Oil thing from Mario Badescu. So what you're going to do is just wipe this all over the skin. So this is just going to kind of like clean, close up your pores, bring your pH balance on your face back to normal. And it just, some of the, you could get a toner that like exfoliates too. Those are nice. So just like an extra exfoliant. So all over the face.
But is it good to do that when you're applying makeup?
Yeah.
Exfoliate?
Yeah. That's like key to like smooth
like a flawless
and
base.
bomb ass makeup is your skincare routine beforehand.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, exfoliating, because all that, because then like all your dead skin cells are up. You're not gonna have no flakiness on your face or nothing like that. So now I'm gonna just like, I always use mist as like a second toner. So I'm gonna use this Little Barn Anthropology one. I mean, it's not Anthropology. I don't know how to say it.
Everything?
I don't know, bitch, but it's from Little Barn, okay? It's completely vegan. It's completely vegan and organic, and this one is the coconut and pear mineral mist. So it just like refreshes the skin. It smells so good. And this little one, y'all, is $10. You could get it at Ulta, you know. The big one, which is like 8 ounces in there, is $20, which is not bad.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get the big one.
And it's huge. Okay, so now after I do that, I'm gonna do some oils. So the oils are gonna help like moisturize the skin, make sure you're not dry or flaky. We're using 2. I like to use one for hydration and then one as a treatment. So I always do the treatment one first. So this one is an anti-wrinkle, like anti-aging and all that stuff. Just do a couple dots on your hand. You don't need much.
That's a rose hip oil.
Look at me. Start with the forehead, underneath the eyes, and then you're supposed to massage upward. And then you always bring it down the neck. Next side. Boom, you can already start seeing the glow. It's not oily. And then next we're using...
So do you recommend these same steps for people who are oily?
Yes, oily people can use oil. But for oily people, you just have to use like your moisturizer and your face cleanser. Has to be obviously for somebody who has oily skin. But yeah, they have, you know, just because it has oil in it doesn't mean you can't use it. You just have to be careful with it. Try not to use it every day. Turn your head towards me. And like oils, I like to really like massage it into my face. Like you're not supposed to just like plop it on there and then not do anything. You really want to massage it in so that way it can get in your pores and actually do its purpose and not just sit on your face. And when you use your hands for stuff like this, it warms up the skin and it'll just like sink right into it. Okay. Now with that, I do like to use like an extra cotton thing and just take off any excess on there, because all of what needs to get into your skin is already in there. And all this extra shit you don't really need. Our skin is moisturized now.
I feel it. I don't feel thirsty, bitch.
See? I'm going to spray her with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. Don't laugh, but you're supposed to like pat this into your skin. Sometimes I use my beauty blender. This is like if you're going out with a fresh face, I use some type of illuminating primer. I have the MAC strobe cream.
Mm.
That one is bomb, but you know it's expensive, so you could use this one. This one is
City Colors.
City Colors. There's one from NYX, all that stuff. So I put this in like her high points of her face, so her cheekbones, her nose, above her eyebrows, chin.
Oh.
Now,
Close up.
so we are gonna put makeup and stuff on top of her, but this just gives you the base of what your skin should look like.
Yeah. Because these are the most important steps.
Yeah. And this is gonna sound crazy, right? But I use a powder. You can use powder, like certain powders underneath your foundation. So I use this powder. I have this exact one, and I put it on the spots that she's super, super oily that you don't want to be oily in. So it took some of the sheen away.
Oh yeah, definitely in the middle of the forehead.
And
you want to look glowy, not sweaty.
Yeah, and with this, you still like see the illuminating primer underneath too. So it's not taking away the glow from the illuminating primer. You can see her cheekbones.
Them shits naturally snatched. You can't buy these things.
So, also to have glowy skin, we're gonna do makeup now. You want to use something that is lightweight, not full coverage, something that's gonna look like your skin. So we're gonna use this e.l.f. BB cream, but you can use any like tinted moisturizer, BB cream, or even just like a lightweight foundation. And this also has SPF in it, so that's good too because you want to use it especially like whenever it's like any time of the day, doesn't matter. You're supposed to have that on. So I just buff this in. Down the neck, y'all, because you guys be out here looking like you have masks on.
And we trying to get all y'all to win.
Look at me. We want you guys to be great, you know?
Yes, that's why we do these videos. And I always ask her because she's only one of the few people who really knows what they're doing. Like, I would ask other people, but
Skin.
yeah,
Her skin looks crazy right now, y'all. Do you see that?
Crazy as in good. We'll just close up that team.
Okay. Next, we're gonna go with concealer, but I'm gonna use this cream contour palette from City Colors. Bomb.
Yes, Amazon, $7.
It's super, super creamy, and I'm actually gonna apply this right with my finger. Look up. Okay, you can see the difference between the two.
Oh yeah, bitch, I'm woke.
It's brighter, awake, but it still looks like her skin. Honestly, you can still see some of her like darkness under there, but that's the point. Like, we're not trying to give her a full coverage. We want it to look like her.
Yeah.
And like, she is a little shiny, but that's okay. We're gonna put powder and stuff on.
Bitch, I don't mind it.
Yeah, bitch,
I would leave it like
no, I really go out like this because I'm so dry that you guys don't understand. I want to look oily. I want to look like I'm sweating because I am so dry.
Yes.
But we're gonna just try to help you
for
out.
video purposes.
Yeah. All right, which one do you use?
Cause I show enough.
What do you use for like your whole face? So I'm gonna use the Fit Me powder, the matte and poreless. So it's a matte one, so people who are oily, remember this all has to be matte. I do not like swiping. I pounce this into the face, so I'm gonna have you turn that way so I can see. So see, this side is a little bit more matte, and then this side is like super, super glowy. But you can still see her glow here, right in the corner here.
At the end of everything, you want it to look like skin.
Yeah. So that's why I like to dab this in, because this is really going to help it sink into the skin. So you're not gonna look greasy, you're not gonna look oily, but you're still gonna have like a sheen and a glow to you. So that's what helps you look like a glowy bitch. Look, bitch.
And you're still hydrated.
Do you see this? She is all set with powder and everything, but she is still glowing. She still has the glow on the high points of her face.
No highlighter yet. Fresh.
And then I'm still gonna use this to do her under eye because she's just creasing a little bit.
So from here you do what you please.
Salvage.
But if like I do this, like I kind of want to keep minimal on the eyes.
Makeup. So
yeah.
I'm actually not gonna do her eyebrows, y'all. I know you guys were hoping so, but I'm sorry. But we're trying to show you like what you could do like every day with minimal makeup and still look super glowy. This, you could literally wear this anytime. It's perfect for the summer.
Yes.
Or like if you're going somewhere real quick, running errands, whatever. And people who don't have brow gel, let me tell you guys something. There is so much you can use. You can use soap, you can use hairspray, you can use gel, anything, and you can literally have these eyebrows looking crazy bomb. Feathery, hairy, fluffy brows is what's in right now. So this is a City Color palette. It's blush and highlighters. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. What I like to do is, I'm going to start out with the Anastasia one first so you guys can see. It has 4 colors, the lightest color. Then it kind of like goes up in deepness. So we're going to use this whole palette as far as like her glow and her bronzer. This brush, it's a BC, I don't know what that is, blending brush.
They bomb. I got them for Christmas.
It's kind of like tapered here, but it's also like super fluffy. But you see how the difference between this one is very round and just like super fluffy. I want something a little bit smaller, a little bit tapered. So I'm going to use this, and I'm actually going to go in with the darkest color, which is golden bronze. This is going to be like a duo for her bronzer and her highlighter, because this has shimmer in it, so it's going to give her a glow on top of the color. And honestly, you could just use this by itself. You don't have to use highlighter if you don't want to do several steps.
But we extra.
But we're extra, bitch. There's no such thing as too much highlighter. And I dust this over her face like really lightly. You don't want to go too heavy with this. Okay. You can turn. Big glow! Look at that. So with this palette, I'm gonna use
pigmented AF. Be careful.
Yes, you have to use with caution, y'all. I like to use the coral one on me just because I don't really like pinks, and that's what I'm gonna use on her. I'm literally gonna dip into this one time. Like, I'm not, like, it's super pigmented. I have this one at home too. Smile. I'm gonna dip into it one more time. Okay.
Look at it. I can see it already.
It just adds a little bit of color. What I like is because it like makes you look like you got some sun.
Yes.
Even though you didn't. Like, we've been in the sun. But it's looking like we've been in the sun. Put a little bit on the nose, on the forehead. I'm done with that, honestly. But you have to use a good setting spray. I use Fix Plus from MAC. I have my Mario Badescu. My new favorite one is from Pure, the Hydrating Mist. I showed you that one. But this one is good too. This is the Pixie Spray, the Glow Mist. It has argan oil in it, so that's really good. So it's gonna help hydrate your skin. Alright. I'm gonna use Bubbly and Drippin' in Gold and mix them together. Turn your head that way. And I do this in circular motions to really blend it in and do her eyebrow bone. Do kind of like a C shape on her face.
I like using this brush instead of a fan brush now because I like a precise highlight. Like a fan brush is just like...
I don't use fan brush. Like anything small like this, like you have to use something small because then your glow is just going to be all over and you're going to be looking crazy.
You have like a thick ass strip.
Mm-hmm.
And that's no bueno.
You're going to be looking nuts. So circular motion. Now, with all that being said, I go back and I'm gonna do this right underneath her contour. Well, her bronzer. It's good, and I just make that a little bit more precise. And then I'm gonna just put this in the forehead, down her nose, just to get some rid of her oiliness. To set everything. Do y'all see that right there? That is what y'all want. Turn.
If anything is goals, it is this process.
And then what you need, Shawnee, give me. I'll put some of my coconut oil. And that is honestly it, y'all. If you want to throw some mascara on, you can. I don't wear mascara every day because it's just too much. But that's it. Like, it's super, super easy. Let me get your foundation off your earrings, baby. You're looking cloudy up in here. Make them things bling. But do you see that skin?
Yeah, this shit is fucking lit.
That's all you guys need. You guys are very welcome. You literally look beat, but you're not beat. Like, yeah. I did not remotely even beat her. Beep.
Yeah, this shit is nice too. She did it to herself already. Oh! They didn't want us to be great. Too bad we already finished.